Alright, good morning or good evening or good night whenever you're watching this. It's been a while since I made a YouTube video. I'm still on my phone, yes. Still haven't gotten a camera or GoPro or anything like that of a sort, so I'm still using my phone. I'm wearing this mask. Well, I hate wearing masks in general, but I thought it'd be a good video for you guys to see and to show you guys an idea that you could do to your own vehicle during this holiday season that's coming up. I mean, this right here, I could show you guys how I did this, all this twinkling light Rolls Royce type deal, but that's not the video for today. Or I could show you guys how to put these LED type rings all around here on the door panels like that, or lights on the floor back there, but that's not the video for today. The video for today is about Christmas lights. Yes, Christmas lights. What I did, no one else I know in the state of Kansas hasn't done this, but I know like there's people out in California, Texas, Florida, yada yada yada. They did it to their vehicle, and I wanted to be that guy that went overboard for this year's Christmas. Alright, so I will show you guys what I am talking about right now. Now look at that. Simple, easy task. All you would need is soap for your car wash, clay bar, polish, buffering wheel, or if you want to hand polish, microfiber towels, and basically any cleaning product to wash your car that you prefer. I can give you guys my preferences, but I'll get hate comments, good comments, I don't really care for. So if you guys want to hear that, I'll show you guys. My tires are going super bald right now. Too many goddamn burnouts. Excuse the language. But this is what I'm talking about. Christmas lights on your vehicle. Not the vinyl. The vinyl's cool. You can do that yourself too with your own machine and stuff like that and vinyls. But Christmas lights on your vehicle. What I did, step 1, clean your freaking vehicle all the way clean. If you think soap and water is gonna cut it, it's not gonna cut it. Water spots isn't gonna cut it. Dirt specks not gonna cut it. Second thing, polish, clay bar, buffer, all that stuff. Even though you're gonna do it again, sorry, I'm gonna have to come back inside my truck since it's about 30 degrees outside here. Even though it's clean, basically, even though it's clean, sorry about that, even though it's clean, it's not technically clean. It's just, it's shiny. We'll call it shiny, alright? But we're trying to go over that board, like extreme shiny, like car model type, car show look kind of shiny, like no speck of dirt at all. I'm getting messages already. No specks of dirt at all. Alright, after you're done cleaning and it's dried and polished and all that, step 2. I tried this myself. Personally, I did duct tape and Gorilla Tape last year, but even it'll stay on. Don't get me wrong, it'll stay on. but it's a pain in the butt to get off after the season's over with, and you're gonna get all that sticky stuff all on your car and stuff like that. If you don't mind cleaning that up with like some Goo Gone or some cleaning products, by all means. I'm not gonna judge you. It's your preference. You can do it yourself with duct tape and Gorilla Tape. It'll stay on throughout the whole season, no problem at all. But what I recommend is, don't get me wrong, but it's Scotch tape. Scotch tape, okay? Scotch tape, kind that's like somewhat super strong is good, or just a regular roll of Scotch tape. For me, for this truck, I use 2 rolls. That's it, 2 rolls. And I have these Christmas lights on the truck for about, coming up to 2 weeks now. Basically, a week after November, I started putting it on. That's a little early, I know, but it was a cause for something down along the line, and I just wanted to do it and say, hey, why not? I'll go with it. But yes, Scotch tape. After you get Scotch tape on, or Scotch tape, get some regular LED, hear me now, LED Christmas lights, not those fluorescent or just bulb lights that you see on Christmas trees, but the LED type ones, the ones like somehow like save you battery power or energy and stuff and something like that. But yes, LED. If you get the bulbs, I did this on my car with like those Christmas tree light type bulbs. I don't know what they're called, but those it burns the paint. It'll burn the clear coat off of the paint of the car. And for me, I mean, yes, I was somewhat pissed that it did that, but then again, I'm the one that did it. My mistake. Live with it. Or fix it. And I fixed it, live with it, and all is good now. So, if you don't mind fixing your paint after using those Christmas light bulbs, go right ahead. But LEDs, nothing. All you get after, like, down the road, for me, is just like little scratch marks. I can buff that out or polish it and it'll go right away. So no problems there. But all you get is small scratches and you're good. No burn marks. No, what is that? Yeah, no burn marks. Cool lights. Flashy. Everybody here loves them. Even the police officers, ambulance, fire trucks. Even the mayor of the town that I am at loves it, and we're taking pictures, posing in front of it with their vehicles as well. I'm like, go right ahead. I have no issues with it, so we'll do that. So after you got your lights, your Scotch tape, and your vehicle is completely clean, line it up. Like, what I mean by that, map out your design like a zigzag or something like that, and make sure you have enough. Yes, if you're like doing this for the first time, you might be short of a few feet or so. That's no worries. You can do by it, like go back and forth all over again. But first, when you're like lining this up, try to like line it so that when you open and close your doors, you don't crush your bulbs when you're closing your doors. Like, leave at least an inch or two away from the doors and the cracks of the door itself, so that when you open and close the doors, it's not going to harm the wires. Like, and also when you close your doors, make sure it closes on the wire and not on the bulb. If it closes on the bulb, you might ruin that bulb and it might not work for the rest. Like, if you burn one bulb, the rest isn't going to work, or I don't know, something like that. But me, I have no issues. All these lights that I bought was roughly around, we'll say, $50 to $60. Scotch tape, throw that in, $2-3. Car wash, $10. All in all, you're spending about a minimum of, we'll say, $70 for cool Christmas decorations all over your vehicle. You can also put a wreath. I put a wreath. Well, I put a wreath with Christmas lights on it and candy canes as cross, and a cross zip tied to the front of my grill. And that costs about another $20, including zip ties. Zip ties was like $1. So probably around, for me, $90. Yeah, $90. Doing this, you gotta think about your power situation on your vehicle. I had a lot of questions about that too. Power situation. You can use a secondary battery, which I did. I bought the same exact battery that I have on my vehicle on the first one and moved it on the other side of the vehicle with a 2-gauge wire and a solenoid so that I could turn it on and off with the switch. So it wouldn't drain the battery of the vehicle itself. And that on hand, I have no issues. So I can run basically, let's see, what's the highest outage I ever done? I ran all these lights, the roof, the floor, the inside lights, the off-road lights, the wheel lights, the rock lights that I have, bumper, grill lights, roof light, LED bars. All in all that is running off the secondary battery. And also, it powers my subwoofers that's in the backseat of my vehicle right now. 2 12-inch subwoofers and an amp. I'm going to run a third battery as well. And doing so, you run a 2-gauge wire from the first battery to the second battery with the fuse in line with that, so that it doesn't ruin, I guess, a connection. And if something like bursts off of the second battery, it'll just destroy the fuse and not the first battery as well. It would only ruin the second battery and probably the fuse, or it just ruins the fuse and no batteries will be harmed. All you gotta do is spend $2 on a new fuse. But the fuse amperage that I use is 125 amps, and I have no issues there to power everything in my vehicle. So I run a wire, 2-gauge wire, from first to second with a fuse, 125 amp fuse in the center of the first and second battery. From there, I run another 2-gauge wire from the battery to the solenoid with another fuse, 125 amps with a switch to turn it on and off. So that if I could turn all this on, it's a flick of a switch, no issues. And it's all controlled with my Bluetooth as well if I would like. So, there. For the Christmas lights, I bought them off of Walmart. Yes, you would have to be a little bit knowledgeable in your electrical stuff and wiring stuff situation here, but all you have to do is know whether you're on your positive and your negative. I bought these AAA battery type switches for my Christmas lights, and I only needed connected the positive, cut them off of the control box, cut them and connect them all together, making them all connect to one control box. And all of that is connected from the control box to the battery. And the control box is 15 switches, It has 15 different setting modes or whatever for these lights. And all you need to do is connect the positive and the negative. Or if you want, you could just get like a 100-foot Christmas light, LED Christmas light, and wrap your car with it. This is my way. It was somewhat of a cheap way. Each Christmas package lights was like 30 feet long. And I bought, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 boxes totaling around $50 to $60. The work and time that I put to do this process, from cleaning all the way to putting them on, took about maybe 5 hours tops. 5 hours. But if you already have the supplies and your vehicle's already been cleaned and all that, for me, setting this up took me about a couple hours. And when you're done, you could just peel off the tape and no issues. You can just go back to the car wash, rinse it off, polish and all that, and all is good. No harm done to your vehicle at all. And you could have another set of Christmas lights to give to your kids if they want to take them to like their college dorm rooms if they're in college, or if you're going to use them yourself to decorate your windows in your house or your doors or tiny Christmas trees or something like that. This, for me, was a simple thing going from point A to point B, since I already had a secondary battery set up and I already knew what I was doing. This is my 3rd year doing it. First year, it was terrible. I went to Dollar Tree and used their tape. I recommend not using their tape because that tape, Scotch tape, whatever, clear tape, what they have there, tends to fall off. So, 2nd year, Gorilla and duct tape stayed on, but was really, really hard to get off on your car when you're done with the season. And this year, Scotch tape. After the first week of November, coming up to the end of November, it's Thanksgiving Day right now, and no issues. No pieces of tape came off or anything like that. And every time if my vehicle's dirty from dust, clouds, or rain spots, or mud, or anything like that, or even snow, I could just, if you want to clean this, yes, I forgot to say, if you want to clean this off of your vehicle, like dirt and stuff like that, do not go so close to your lights with your power washer or your car wash deal. Do not go to an automatic wash, or it will scratch the living crap out of your vehicle with the automatics. The automatics, I don't know why, but their pressure in their water systems is too high and too dangerous for your paint on your vehicle. To do this, you just use a power washer, stand about, we'll say, 2 to 3 feet away from your vehicle with the gun and do that. I mean, it's not going to be completely clean, but it's going to be clean enough where people is going to be taking pictures, is going to be commenting and saying, hey, you got a nice ride, hey, I love your lights, hey, yada yada yada. But yes, it's going to be clean enough, in my opinion. I mean, if you want it spotless clean, just get in there with your hands on type stuff. That's all I have to say. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. Please like and subscribe onto my video right down below. And I hope you guys have a very good Thanksgiving. And I hope you guys will have a good Christmas this year. I know I am with my truck. You probably will in your own neighborhood or town if you do this idea. Just, for me, I'm going all out. My last year here where I live, and I'm going to be seeing bigger, better things later in life, and I'm moving. So I'm going all out this year, and it's going to go out in a bang. So thanks, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.